What's good, YouTube? It's Link Legend Ruts, and today I'm here with another Nintendo Switch video. As you can see here, I actually got back from my local game store. So, not a GameStop, not a Best Buy, not a Target, not a Walmart, an actual mom and pop game store that is known by Red Bandana. This is my second time actually going, but my first time actually buying. But I recently went to it, and I was, a little intrigued to see what they had. I had some games to trade in. I traded in some Pokemon cards, some extra Nintendo Switch games that, I just didn't want anymore. Wanted to sell, but didn't want to get crappy GameStop trade credit. Sold some Amiibos, some extras, some duplicates I had. I did get $120 trade credit, or I could have gotten $90 in cash. I took the trade credit. And as you can see here, this is the stuff I bought. I feel like, it's a pretty solid pickup, all things considered. So let's go into it and see what we got. So first things up, you can see here, I picked up what looks to be the limited edition of Fist or Forged in Shadow Touch. I did check most of these games before I bought. This one did not have the sticker sheet, but it did come with everything else. Steelbook, of course. Digital soundtrack. Now, I don't know if it's usable or not, but it was in there. Like I said, you can cross out the sticker sheet. Didn't have that, and I did have the 3 lithographs. Next, kicking my tripod. Sorry about that. Next game I bought. Oh, let me mention, I did buy this. It was $25. Next game I bought was Super Neptunia RPG. Bought it for 35 bucks. Was actually the second highest price game, Nintendo Switch game that they had in there. They had like some Sniper Elite 2 remaster or something, and they were selling it for 45 bucks. I believe that was overpriced, so I know for sure I wasn't going to buy that one. However, I definitely was more intrigued with Super Neptunia RPG. It's an Idea Factory game, if I didn't already mention that. There goes the information on the back. I'm not going to really read too much into it. I'll show them off once I get to them. But, yeah. Next game, I want to do the games before I show off my Amiibo. Next game I got. Now, I actually had the case for this. So this is actually my original case. I don't remember what happened to the cards. They're probably somewhere in my deck or, wrinkled up now. But, I did buy Stardust Accelerator World Championship 2009 for, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Nintendo DS. I originally actually owned this game before I either sold it or traded it into GameStop or lost it. I don't remember what I did with it, but they had the game for 25 bucks, loose. It was 25 bucks loose. I still had my manual. So for all intents and purposes, this is complete. As far as I know, this game is complete now. And I definitely want to know people's opinions of the World Championship Series, especially for 5Ds. It's one of my favorite video games. Like, if I had a top 10 video game, like, I don't know what the term is. I don't know if the term is franchise or spin-off series. I think it's more like spin-off series of a video game franchise. I would definitely say the World Championship games and like Tag Force for PSP were some of my favorite ones to play for Yu-Gi-Oh! Definitely. Next up, as you can see here, got a Silver Mario Amiibo for 15 bucks. Now, Silver Mario is pretty rare in the sense of, like, obviously you don't see them in a while. It's not as rare, definitely not as rare as Gold Mario. Gold Mario, I believe, was Walmart exclusive. Now, I wasn't too sure if this one was also Walmart exclusive or if it was like Toys R Us or something. But I feel like 15 bucks was good. Now, I would have said it would have been almost 20 as like this next Amiibo, which is Breath of the Wild Archer Link. I don't know if he got a reprint along with like some of the other Zelda Amiibo. But as far as I know, like I said, pretty rare Amiibo, 20 bucks. I definitely wanted to add him to my collection, all things considered. So, I already checked the validity of these Amiibo, so I know they work. They definitely scan for what they do and everything, so I did that off screen. So now I want to go ahead and show off these games. So here's the inside art of Super Neptunia RPG. Let me go take the game cartridge out for that game. So here's Super Neptunia RPG. Now, I don't believe I can get gold coins for anything, but I definitely wanted to check some of the other stuff. There is some DLC for this game, but there's also free DLC. So the game is $39.99, so all things considered, it definitely would have made sense to buy it for the price it was, because I feel like that was good. And most of the DLC is like 90 cents. I'm just looking, like, I'll probably download all this later at some later point. But, yeah, that's done. Game is updating now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show off the 3 lithographs. I do apologize about my dog barking. But here's the 3 lithographs for the game. Here's the steelbook for it. I didn't see any scratches or any dents in it. This is the soundtrack for Fist, Forge, and Shadow Touch. This is the soundtrack. Here goes the inside art right here. Game cartridge. And we're going to go ahead and put in the game cartridge in the Nintendo Switch and see what we have. Now, I don't believe I can get gold coins or anything off this. So there is an update, and that's what it looks like. All right, you guys let me know personally what you think, and tell me about your experiences going into your local game stores. Definitely support them, because there's not too many of them, because I'll even say this. As many people that I know that whether they like or dislike GameStop, let's be real. If you do buy physical Nintendo Switch games, not even physical, just if you buy any physical video game entirely, I definitely recommend keep on doing it, because the way stuff is going now, especially with, you know, not owning your content in one sense or another, once everything is gone and is just digital, you're basically just going to be renting stuff, more or less, from publishers. At least that's how I see things happening. Maybe the next 10 or 15 years. Maybe not necessarily with Nintendo, but definitely Xbox, and with what Sony's doing with PlayStation, that's another thing. So I know for a lot of people, and like I said, this video is done. Now it's just me just talking about physical games. So I do appreciate anybody that stays past this point, but I'm gonna continue on my little, not necessarily a rant, but just what I have, or just a little belief when it comes to video games. But just from what I'm seeing, like, stuff is definitely going to get a lot more crazier, especially with newer games, you know, not being more, you know, complete. $70, which, you know, I guess is not too big of a deal now, but I feel like, and I'm just going to put this out there as a prediction. Now, I know I'm not the only one, but I was talking to someone in IRL or in real life, telling them that I feel like Rockstar might push the price up more, especially with GTA 5, because Rockstar can probably get away with any price if they decide it's $89.99. That's what it is. And it's like, I feel like, especially with especially with older video games, a lot of them, if they're not kept in a good condition, they'll wear and tear, and then if they're not backed up through via emulation or something, they're going to be lost. So definitely try to keep up with the physical game purchases. But this is definitely Link Legend Ron signing out. You guys let me know personally what you think about what I said if you stayed this far. And like I said, like and subscribe. And as I always say, have a nice goddamn day. Goodbye and have a good one. Peace.